Good morning. I hope that you and your family are doing well. May Hashem shower us with His greatest brachas in everything that we need. He should keep us safe and healthy and send a refuah shalema to those who need it right now. This evening and tomorrow is one of two dates on the calendar that the Talmud calls the greatest yomtivs for the Jewish people. So you think, what? What about Pesach, Rosh Hashanah? Turns out that the Talmud says Yom Kippur and tomorrow, the 15th of Av, are the greatest yomtivs on the Jewish calendar. So what's the story of the 15th of Av? Many people will tell you it's some kind of a Jewish Valentine's Day where people go out and meet shidduchim. It's actually more profound than that. The original Tu B'Av, 15th of Av, was celebrated in the desert after the Jews had wandered for 40 years. See, when the spies came back and they gave a bad report about the land and everybody fell to pieces, Hashem said, "You're crying for no reason. I will turn this into a date on the calendar where you will cry annually." And that became Tisha B'Av. And specifically for those people of the desert, every year on that date, whoever would reach the age of 60 would pass away because they were told they would never enter the land. And so every single year on Tisha B'Av, people would prepare graves and they would lie down in those graves and wait. In the morning, obviously, those who had passed away would be buried. In the 40th year in the desert, they lie down in the graves, and the next morning everybody wakes up. And they thought, oi, we must have chosen the wrong date. So they try again the next day, and then the next day. And eventually, when it comes the 15th of Av, you see the 15th of a Jewish month, you can't confuse because there's a full moon. They see the full moon and then they realize that it's over. The decree has passed. And so it becomes this incredible, incredible time of joy. The lesson over here is really interesting. You see, Tisha B'Av, which for them was a day of mourning that year, was actually not supposed to be a day of mourning that year. It was already a day of celebration. They just didn't know it yet. The 15th of Av, the time of the full moon, where you can now see things that previously were hidden, is when we got to see then that the brachas had already been there. They had just misinterpreted those brachas as another disaster. Please God, this Tu B'Av, the 15th of Av, we should all have the experience of seeing that the brachas have already been there. And we just haven't noticed them, and we've only seen the disaster. But now those brachas should come to light and should be revealed. Not only the brachas that we feel that we need, but brachas way beyond, especially the bracha of Mashiach, that should please God happen now. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe and stay sane.